Surmounting difficulties has become second nature to Lieutenant Colonel Ranveer Singh Jamwal from Jat Regiment. It gives us immense pride to introduce today's guest, the son of soil from Samba, the very first resident of Jammu and Kashmir, who has climbed up the Mount Everest not once but twice. Welcome to the show, sir. First of all, we would like to congratulate you on your recent promotion from Major to Colonel. How does it feel?
It really feels nice.
Yeah.
When after doing so much of years in service, you get promoted, and so I have to be used to it. Recently, 6-7 years I was obviously being called Major, so suddenly Lieutenant Colonel. So, but it looks nice.
Yeah.
So you feel nice about it.
Tell us about your childhood, your education, and when did this draw to climbing happen?
See, till my 18 years, when I got enrolled into army as a spy, I have stayed in Jammu throughout. I was born in a village called Badori, so it's a small village in the Samba district.
Okay.
So I did my initial schooling in my village school. Then after that, I got enrolled in army school, Ratunchak. So from where I did my I think 7-8 classes from 6th onwards till 12th I did there. Then after that I got enrolled in army in 1994. So it's a long journey now. It's been 21 years. So first 4 years I was in army as a sepoy. So then I took commission in 97 December.
Okay.
So that's how after completing 4 years of commission training, so I got commissioned in 2002 June.
Okay.
And I got Jat regiment, so that's how I came into army, and I'm still in Jat regiment. And after that, in mountaineering, if you say till 26 years of age, probably I didn't even know that I'll be a mountaineer someday. I forgot about Mount Everest actually. It's only when at 26 and a half, or you can say 27 years of age, when my commanding officer told me that there is a course called High Altitude Warfare School, so you have to do a course there, a mountain warfare course. It's primarily a warfare course, warfare centric course,
Okay.
Which we do. I went there, I did my first course, I did well. So that was about mountaineering actually. How to climb mountains in cold conditions, how to climb glaciers, how to climb boulders. So that's how it was. That was the initial, you can say, my training on mountaineering was. That's in 2003. So that day onwards, I started liking it. I did well in course. So you have a grading system in the courses.
Okay.
So those who get alpha gradings, they are retained for the next course. So those who don't get it, they are returned back. So luckily I got an alpha grading in that. I was retained. I did my second course, then I did my third course, and then I did my fourth course too. So I was enrolled into skiing and mountaineering. So I qualified in all 4 courses, and I was given a instructor grading. Then after that, when I did well in that course, I came back to unit, and obviously I got huge applause for doing well in those courses. And after 2 years serving in the unit, I went back to the same school, which is at Gulmarg,
Okay.
as instructor. So after going there as instructor, I started developing as a passion actually. So till that time, I had only thought about doing well in mountaineering. But when I went there as instructor in 2006, so then I started developing it as a passion. So I started going to small treks, small lakes as a trekking expeditions and all. And then in the same institute we teach mountaineering, and we go to small mountains towards Ujila. So that's how we started, and that is how I started my mountaineering.
Oh my God, I'm actually getting excited about the adventure thing. You're inspiring me. So, we heard that you recently completed 5th Continental Summit in Australia with the Carthen's Pyramid, right? And you've got more than 25 mountaineering expeditions to your credit. So, I mean, how does it feel? I mean, it's a huge achievement in itself. Any special memory of the moments of the expeditions?
I think huge memories, lots of memories I have of mountains. In fact, every mountain teaches you something. If you ask me today, when I did my first mountain in Switzerland, actually, I started my mountaineering actually in Switzerland.
Okay.
When I went for the course in 2007, when I was instructor there. So there I did small mountains of around 17,000 feet, Wees Hall and Dawn Peak there. So from there onward, I picked up mountaineering. You really feel nice. I completed my 25th expedition now and really feel nice. And yeah, a lot of memories has been there. 3 Everest I have done. This was the third which I had gone, last year, this April actually. So there are memories. In 2009 when I went for a mountain called Mount Mana, one of the difficult mountains in India actually to do. That's 3,000 feet peak, and there I lost my finger. We were 9 guys, and how we survived we even don't know. We were out for 17 hours in blizzard, minus 30-degree temperature, and we all were hypothermic. Hypothermic means a state when your nerves are actually dead.
Oh my God.
And we all were admitted when we came down, and luckily only me and the other guy had the 3rd degree frostbite. 3rd degree frostbite means your fingers had to be cut. And
Okay.
I would say luckily, because the other guys, they were lucky that they could survive with the 1st degree. 1st degree can be cured, but 3rd degree cannot be cured. So that's how I lost 1 finger, and there was another guy, he lost 3 fingers. So that was obviously one of the scariest moments.
Okay.
And after that, obviously, when we went for the Everest in 2012, again, nature is always very strong. And as we say in mountains, that it is not you who climb mountains; it is the mountains who allow you to climb them. So
Okay.
that's how it is actually. In 2012, when we went for the first time for the Everest summit, we were there on the summit range. We were supposed to go for the summit in the evening, but there was huge blizzard came, and we didn't know what to do. It was like a repetition of what I saw in 2009. So when I spoke to the team leader, that time I was the deputy leader of the team, so he told me that you are the man on ground, because he was sitting at base camp. So that's how he told me that you decide. And then I decided, I told him, sir, my intuition that we should go back, we should not attempt summit today, it's very dangerous.
Okay.
He told, okay, just do that. So that's how we didn't go up. So we rested there, and next day morning we came back. While coming down, the news came on to us that the guys who had gone up, 7 are dead, and more than 20 guys are frostbitten. Frostbitten means they have to lose one of the parts.
Okay.
It's like fingers, or maybe feet, or maybe nose, or maybe ears. So that's how that decision actually really saved us. And as luck would have it, we summited this. I'm talking about 18th of May 2012, and on 25th of May we summited Mount Everest. It was they would be saying that they said that once you come back from that height you won't be going back again, but we were lucky. We wanted to go back again, and we submitted that. So that's how they were teaching. Every mountain teaches us. Same teaching was this year also, when there was a huge avalanche there at the Everest base camp, and obviously it was aftershocks of the earthquake which happened in Nepal, and we were lucky to survive. Otherwise, the place where we were, Khumbu Icefall, that is in a normal condition also, Khumbu Icefall is the largest moving glacier in the world actually.
Okay.
And that is on a normal condition also, that is very dangerous. And on these conditions, when you have both the mountains coming onto you, and there is regular ice fall falling there, how we got saved we really don't know. It was just wishes of people like you, my community, you can say, my area here, and obviously from army, that really saved us.
Hope the wishes stays with you forever, guys.
Thank you.
Tell us about Climb, Clean and Run mission, where I believe 30 soldiers were selected for the thing. Share the experience of the same and any difficulties you came across during that time.
Actually, now there's a story in the sense why it was decided to put Climb, Clean and Run. Because 2015 year is the 50th year of first Indian ascent.
Okay.
So when in 1965, when the first Indian ascent was there, that time the 9 people had actually summited that time.
Really?
So yes.
Okay.
So that was our first Indian ascent on Mount Everest.
Which regiment was that?
No, this was an Indian.
Okay.
There's no regiment. It was Indian expedition, not
Okay.
even army. This was an
Okay.
Indian expedition wherein civilians were also part of it. The best of the lot, mountaineer lot, was part of that expedition. So to celebrate the 50th year, Indian Army decided to do this expedition. And obviously, when they asked me that what can be the different thing to do it, so this is what I told them. So we can climb peaks, we can clean the area, and we can run. Because as we say, cleaning is definitely part of it. It's not because our Prime Minister has told Swachhata Abhiyan. We do believe that when we climb mountains, we should clean it.
Yeah, otherwise also I feel, I mean personally I feel after so many years of independence, if the Prime Minister has to ask you to do Swachh Bharat, it's a shame. I mean it is the feeling that should come from within.
But fortunate part, if you see, I think it got a limelight. We had done the cleaning campaign on Everest in 2013, in which we had got down 4,000 kgs, but it was not a limelight because that time our Prime Minister had not declared the Swachhata Abhiyan. But this year he had declared it. So when Indian Army declared that our team is going and they will be cleaning it too, this was a news.
Okay.
Whereas in 2013 we had done it.
You've done the same thing.
We had done the same.
Exactly.
This was not a news.
Okay.
So this year we have added on. We have added on the Mount Lhotse, which is the 4th highest mountain in the world. So we wanted to do that also. That was in addition to what we did in 2013.
Okay.
Because that was the reason we wanted to do it. And obviously this year it was people had huge expectations from us, and we were ready for it. We had a very good team. We went through huge, you can say, very enduring process in selecting our team. We went to Manali, we went to Siachen. We selected our team after that. In Manali also, when we summited a peak, it's a small peak, but that was the first time it was summited in the winters.
Okay.
So that was also a great opportunity and a new achievement for the army and as well as for us. So that's how we started our things from there, and we selected best of the lot. So we had prepared ourselves. We had made garbage bags, how we'll get our things. We had the plan with us. We had things with us. We had the running guys. We had nominated 5 boys who will run the Everest Marathon, and I was very sure that these guys would be in the first 5 as far as the marathon is concerned. And for the climbing also we were ready. But as we say, if everything happens what you want, then who will believe in God?
Exactly.
And as it happened, I was not lucky. I think the third time. So it just happened actually. But I'm happy that I may not be able to go up, or the team would not be able to go up, but we contributed as far as the rescue part is concerned, because when we came down to Everest Base Camp, things were really shattered. Guys were dead. They were that day on the spot. There were more than 19 fatal casualties.
Okay.
There were people dying all around. There were more than 50 people who were injured actually, and you couldn't do anything because that time I could only tell my people, our own things were all blown away by the winds there, the huge shocks. I could only tell people that I just told my boys, this is the time we have to do something different. And different was, 10 boys, you just see our own stuff, rest 20, let's go for the rescue part. That is how when we started helping people out there. And there were few Indian teams too, but they were more of a foreigner teams. They were Sherpas, they were foreign teams, and then we started helping them. And next 3 days were actually very busy. It was first 2 days were like how to evacuate the casualties, how to provide them medicines, how to provide them shelter. So those were the actually challenges for us. And after that, when this thing got over, then the challenge was, it was a different type of challenge. It was actually not a cleaning thing what we had visualized to go up. It was when we came down, when we saw the huge glacier, it was all littered because everything was in the glacier. People had just ran down because there was nothing left of this. It was just a fear, it was scary, and nobody wanted to stay there. We stayed there for 8 days. We cleaned the glacier. We cleaned around 4,000 kgs from there. and then we deposited it back to the Sagarmatha Pollution Control Committee, which they appreciated it a lot. So I was like fortunate, you can say, that God had given us the opportunity to at least to be there to help people, which I think, which was for me, it was more than a summit to me.
Sir, you have many honors and awards to your credit. To name few, commendation cards, Vishet Seva medals, and recently there was a documentary also which were featured on your Everest summit. So, I mean, is there any special recognition that came from J&K state also?
Unfortunately, no. Actually, if you ask me, I have got many honors. I'm lucky that I'm in army. So there's no biasness actually. There's an army. So if you do well, you get
Recognition.
You get recognition. In fact, I was fortunate that Indian government too recognized my efforts and gave me the Tenzing Norgay National Adventure Award, which is equal to Arjun Award. In fact, me and Virat Kohli, we were sitting together in the award ceremony there, and I got that in 2013. But unfortunately, there was nothing from the J&K government. I definitely wrote it to the Chief Minister and the Governor too. But unfortunately, if forgot about any recognition, there was not even a reply to me. And I really felt bad that time, that I'm the first guy from J&K to do it twice. That too, I had led the expedition, a successful Everest expedition wherein 20 guys had summited under my leadership. I just wanted to do, showed them the presentation, but unfortunately, there was no recognition. There is no recognition as of today.
It's really sad. I mean, I feel gems of Jammu should be highlighted, and very few, I believe only 10 people are there who've summited to Mount Everest twice, and you were one of them, the only one from the state. We would definitely like to appeal to the government to recognize this and recognize this great man we have here.
Thank you so much.
So, who would you acknowledge your success to?
Definitely was Army.
Okay.
Because I'm made by Army. When I got into Army, I was just a sipahi, and today I'm Lieutenant Colonel sitting here with you. And adventure, if it wouldn't have been the course which I did in Army, I wouldn't have been here. I wouldn't have been, going to different places in the world to do mountaineering. And it's all because of Army, and definitely the support of my family too. My father and mother probably, they don't even know what mountaineering is. My mother always, tells me, just play safe, or just be safe. My wife knows about it, and she is definitely a, pillar of strength for me, because she's the one who definitely, whenever I'm down, she's the one who motivates me, and she's the one who says, that you must complete your mission, whatever you thought about. Like, my dream is to do the 7 summits. 7 summit is basically a term which is coined as, there are 7 continents. So every continent has a highest mountain.
Okay.
Like in Asia, highest is obviously the Everest, which is the highest in the world too. And at the same time, you have North America, you have South America, you have Africa, you have Europe, you have Australia, and you have Antarctica.
And you have already done 5 of them.
So I'm lucky, I have done Everest. Army supports obviously. Rest all 4 are self-financed. I financed my own this thing. So I went to Africa on my own in 2010. Then in 2012 I went to South America. That's in Argentina, where I did Aconcagua. Then in 2014 I went to Europe, in Moscow, Russia, where the peak is there called Elbrus. Then recently, just 15 days back, I was in Indonesia. This part actually, politically, it's formed part of Indonesia. This is a Papua island, which is just above Australia. So this is geographically under Australia, but politically it's part of Indonesia. So that's how it is called highest point of Australian continent actually.
Okay.
Australian shelf, we call it continental shelf. So that's how we call it highest point of Australia. So luckily I have done 5. So North America, that is Alaska, US, and Antarctica, that is left now.
Okay. Talking about ma'am, Kiranji, how does she copes up when you're on an expedition and staying away for probably months altogether?
Oh, she is a very strong lady, there's no doubt about it. And as I told you that whenever I'm down, she's the one who pulls me up and she says, what happened? Like I was not mentally ready for Qatar's pyramid. And obviously when I got leave, then she said, have you forgotten your dream or what? But then I told her that, I'm, short of money now, it costs you a money, like it cost me around 4 lakhs. So I told her that I'm short of money. So she told, okay, if that be the case, we'll sell up some gold and, just go and do it. So that's how she's a very strong lady, I would say. In Everest actually, when this thing all happened, and I was obviously a bit nervous at that time also. She's a strong girl, and when I spoke to her and I told her that everything is okay, we are safe, so don't worry. So she's not the one who will cry and who will say, what will happen, or she'll pull army for this, or my higher bosses. She has got the news, so she'll be okay with it. That way, she is my pillar of strength.
Hope you've given her some gold back, especially when Karwa Chauth is around.
Not yet, but hopefully I will.
Okay. I mean, she must be very happy since you are here and the festival of, love, marriage is there. She must be very happy.
Definitely, I'm with her, so she's happy that way. So, and especially when we come back to village, we spend some quality time with parents, with ourselves. So, whereas in Delhi, it's usually a busy job, Monday to Friday, morning to evening. So, here actually we are spending some good time.
How about coming back to Jammu? I mean, any special memory you have of the place that always makes you walk down the nostalgic lane?
See, my village is always a nostalgic thing to do, and I always go whether I run, whether I play there or not. In my village, there's a huge ground there, so I just go there and sit down quietly there because I've been born and brought up there. So I just go down there, sit down there peacefully, and I get a time to think about something. So that is how it's always nostalgic. We have a big pond which is double the size of Olympic size swimming pool actually.
Is it?
Yes. So I just roam around those areas. I just go around. I just go to some schools. There are 4-5 schools. I just go to them. I just distribute some toffees. Just try to motivate few more kids. So I always enjoy actually, telling kids about it and motivating them. Not about mountaineering because as a kid they won't be even knowing what mountaineering was. It's all about. But I just tell them few good things about life. How to improve, how to do hard work, how you can become a good boy and a big boy. So I really enjoy actually doing those things in my village and obviously in Samba region, and obviously anybody who calls me, like I'm here today, I'll be meeting few other people there. So that's how I really love this actually. And obviously your own culture, where you have been born and brought up, you always love that.
We've also heard your son, who is 8 years old, Daksh. He's also very fond of rock climbing, mountaineering and all. Any special tips you give to him? And like you said, you visit schools and all. Any one thing you think that these days parents should integrate in their children?
See, I can't actually comment on the parents what they should do because probably every parent want best thing in their kids actually. But one thing I tell in all schools when I go, I just tell them one thing, that is that kids, there is no alternative to hard work. Whatever you do, wherever you go, there's one thing, our things can change, mobiles can come, TVs can be flat screen now, you have biggest of the vehicles, you're the tallest of the things or the tallest of the buildings, but if you don't do hard work, you won't achieve anything in life. This is what I always teach them.
Yeah, that's very true. So you have always aspired to be in army, or it happened by chance?
I think it is in our genes. If my grandfather was in army, my father was in army.
Okay.
I was, I think, destined to be in army. It was not that I didn't try anything, it just happened.
Okay.
I went for my first selection and I got selected and I was said no to it. So I just went in. So probably if something happens like this, so it just destined to be. So I was just destined to be in army, I think.
What is the most, important thing in army that really touches you?
I think the discipline is the most important thing. If I tell you today, discipline of time, discipline of wearing right thing, right rig at the right time, and discipline means how do you treat your juniors, how do you treat your seniors, Probably these things are very important, which should be a fundamental for every individual. I would say that every Indian guy should go through such fundamentals. They should at least go through 6 months of basic training to get these basic qualities in them. Probably then you won't be facing problems of discipline, you won't be facing problems of cleanliness, you won't be facing problem of religion, because we don't teach religions in army. For us, anybody who's in army, like I'm in Jat, I'm a born Rajput, but I'm a Jat by profession now. So we don't believe in religions. So probably these things are taught. So probably then I think 80% of things will be written off from India, if I would say that.
While you're talking, I think it's a very good suggestion that we should have a course of such kinds in schools at probably the 5th, 6th class level.
Yes.
The same kind of things, because that is the age when children actually adopt things.
Yes, you're right.
So that's a very good suggestion, and I believe somebody takes note of it and actually, hopefully.
But these things will happen. Someday it will happen. We can only hope that good things comes up and bad things just goes down and nobody takes care of these things. So hopefully when you have good politicians, when you have good bureaucrats, when you have good teachers, probably these things will be instilled in the minds of kids, and we'll have a better future.
Also in army, especially when you're at a battleground, at moments you might see your mates deceased. That's a very difficult moment. How do you cope up with that?
I have not yet seen a situation like this, if I tell you correctly, because we have not seen a war yet. But yes, we are being prepared for that. Because if something of this sort happens, then we have to follow the orders. We don't have to think, we have to follow orders. So that is how we say discipline is an important aspect in anybody's life. Because when you are disciplined, you will follow orders. So you will not think about the order. If you have the order to attack, we will attack.
Okay.
If you have the order to halt, we will halt. So those things are very important in life, and that is how, in fact, life is a battlefield. Every day you have a different battle to fight. So things are like this, and that's how I think the things are. So every individual fights their own battle.
All I meant was, how do you deal it emotionally? I mean, supposing
See, if I
there's
tell you that emotionally, it makes you more stronger. Like when this thing happened, our own boys were also injured. But at that point of time, I saw people running down. I saw a lot of people running down. But that point of time, we felt as Indian Army team, we felt ourselves to be responsible for this moment, for this catastrophic disaster. We felt that we as Indian Army, we are prepared for it. We are trained for it. We have to rescue people. We have to help people. It was not that only Indian Army team was there. There were other guys also. There were foreigners who were helping each other. We also pitched in. We also started helping. And when a team of 30 members started helping there, then there was a huge difference in the motivation of the civilians there. They also started coming to our groups, and they also said, okay, we also want to join you. I remember when we started our cleaning, and I told my boys, okay, tomorrow we'll start our cleaning up. And when we started in the morning, there were guys, just saw us and went back. But there were foreigners who came, who saw us, and they joined us. And they told that you guys are doing an amazing job here, and you already done the rescue. Now you're doing the cleaning part. You guys are very good. So that is how you really feel nice that they were appreciating the efforts of Indian Army, and as India, we were getting a recognition.
So army definitely teaches you that duty takes over everything, be it emotions, be it any feeling.
And moreover, we felt it as a responsibility. So that is how it was. That is what separated us from the other climbers.
A lot of youth in today's time see army as a last resort career option. So what's your say on this custom we are having in today's time?
I think according to me, if you ask me today, not even my son doesn't want to wake up at 5 o'clock and do the PT. So what to talk about others? It is the same with everybody. Probably this is also one of the things, they don't want to get up in the morning and do the duty. It's in our actually genes. We want to do it, but not everybody else. Moreover, they have better career options outside. If you have a place in Delhi, who would want to go out from Delhi and do something else? Who would be out for 6 hours? 6 months in a year. So probably those are few of the reasons people don't want to. But at the same time, we can say that though I can't comment on what army should do or what India as a nation should do, but as youngsters, we are trying our best. We regularly telecast the movies, basically how to join army. You can join army. It's a very good career option, but at the same time, as a youth, they have to understand how they can contribute to the nation building. But this is at a very macro level. People have to do the planning and do the thing. But yes, as an individual, if somebody asks me, like I remember at Khalsa College in Delhi, boys definitely asked me, that sir, I want to climb Everest. What should I do? I told him join army.
Okay.
So he asked me, sir, like he didn't get it, So I told him, see, I joined as an army as a 18 years old kid, and today I'm 39, and I have done Everest, and I'm Lieutenant Colonel. I'm getting, I'm getting recognition, and army has taken care of me. So for you also, if you want to do this thing, please join army. You will get it. Otherwise, if you have to pay on your own, you have to pay 20 lakhs. So army will take care of that. So this is from me. For me, is one of the reasons. I can motivate people to join army, but then it depends on the guy whom I'm telling how he will take it. So that's how it is. Actually.
There's a famous song, "You're in the army now."
Yes.
So what is like one thing, if given a chance, would you like to change about army life? One thing, if given a chance.
I think I would definitely not change anything.
No, one thing definitely. There is one thing in everybody's. One thing, if given.
As
Probably the
individual,
postings.
I would not say that, because if I would say that I would like to, if I would say that I want to stay in Delhi, but then the guy who's serving in a place called Leh or Siachen, then when he will come back to Delhi? Somebody has to place, somebody has to, relieve him, somebody has to come down. So everything which has been made, it is an age-old process with lots of thinking has gone into that. So that is the reason this system has been evolved. So I would love to be as it is. What
No,
is
one
presented.
thing. You have to come up with one thing.
See, I would say that definitely, wherever you are, you can have family stations. But unfortunately, you can't have those. I can understand. There are always shortcomings in that. But still, if I would say, I think everybody, everything is perfect. Actually, I would definitely not say that something should be changed. I'm loving it. I have served in Siachen. I've served in Srinagar. I've served in Alwa. I've served in other places. But that's how it is. We should actually, live with the system, whatever it is. If we thought about, if we think about that, we'll change this. Probably then you are getting that negativity into your mind. So we should be happy about it, whatever it is. Army takes care of it, and it's an impartial system which is there. I'm happy about it as an individual. I definitely don't want to change anything.
Well, that's great to know. You also have a huge fan following on your social media like Facebook and all. Has it changed you personally?
Not exactly, but a lot of people do tell me that if I would have been like you, I would have been bragging about things. I would have been telling people I've done this, I've done that. First thing, I'm thankful to people who have liked my page, who have done, and they are my friends, good friends who have made this fan page. But at the same time, I would definitely love that people like my page and people start doing these adventure activities. That would be my asset, if I would say. This is what I want from my fans, or for my people whosoever wants to meet me or do that. And as an individual, definitely mountains keep you grounded. I think they are the biggest leveler, if I would say. I can keep bragging about it, but when I go back to mountains, I have to reply to them. So I think that is what keeps me grounded.
That's a very deep thought you've said, that mountains keep you grounded. It's a very nice thought.
Thank you.
Any message you'd like to share with Jammulink's news viewers?
I would definitely want to tell everybody that obviously as Jammu Links, these people are doing a great job, and as people of Jammu, that we should do more and more activities. Whatever you want to do, whatever you want to do, whether you want to study, you want to play, you want to do adventure activities, just do lots and lots of hard work, and it pays. I have seen it. I have grown from a Sipai. I'm from a normal family. My father was a Havaldar in the army, and today I'm sitting here as Everester, you can say, or as a lieutenant colonel, you can say, sitting here. Hard work definitely pays, and dedication, devotion, and determination. What we have been taught, we have seen this. It definitely pays.
Thank you so much, sir. It was lovely talking to you, and best of luck for all your future endeavors.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks to you, and thanks to the whole team of Jammu. Thank you.